Hi, I'm Corwin Kruse. I'm an attorney and the owner of Kruse Family Law, located in Minneapolis. Welcome to our series, Basics of Minnesota Divorce. The purpose of this series is to give you a brief overview of a number of topics that are going to be related to getting a divorce in the state of Minnesota. Now, this is not intended as legal advice. I am not your attorney. What I'm doing here is very broad. Please talk to your own attorney before you make any decisions regarding your divorce. The next several episodes are going to focus on some of the most common issues in divorce. These are not all the issues that can come up, but these are the ones that are most common. Today, episode 4, we're talking about custody. Now, there are two types of custody. There's legal custody and there's physical custody. Either one of these could be joint or it can be sole. Legal custody refers to the ability to make decisions about major life events for your child. And this is the more important of the two types of custody. Specifically, this is going to let you make decisions about your child's education, for example, where they go to school, your child's religious upbringing, what religious tradition will they be raised in, if any, and medical decisions. Now, this is not emergency stuff. This is things that you don't have to do, that are maybe, should your child have braces or not? Should your child go on ADD medicine or not? All right. And then you have physical custody. Now in Minnesota, physical custody doesn't really have a whole lot of practical meaning. The only time I really see it come up and make a difference is when you're talking about things like school priority. Okay. Are you going to be able to get into a specific school? If you have joint physical custody, sometimes the school will look at both addresses. If you have sole, they only consider the address of the person who has the sole custody. Now, when we're talking legal custody, if you have joint legal custody, what that means is that you have to confer about these various issues: education, religious upbringing, medical decisions. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to agree. If there is a disagreement, a lot of times the court will get involved. And this especially happens in the area of school choice. Well, when we're talking about determining legal and physical custody, what are the things that the court looks at? Well, here are some select best interest factors. This is not all of the factors. If you want to see the complete list, take a look at section 518.17 of the Minnesota statutes. The first issue is going to be your child's physical, emotional, or other needs. Second, are there any special needs that need special arrangements or services? For example, if your child is in a wheelchair, do both of you have accessible homes where the child can live? The reasonable preferences of the child. Now, this is going to be of more importance as the child gets older. A 7-year-old child is not going to be able to make a decision about where they live. A 17-year-old probably can. Are there any parental issues affecting child safety or development? So, does a parent have an alcohol problem? If so, how are you going to address this? The history and nature of parental participation in child care. Who got the child up in the morning? Who makes breakfast for them? Who gets them off to school? This is going to be more important for younger children, grade school and lower. When you get to high school kids, this isn't going to be as big a deal. But for younger kids, this can be very important. The effect of the proposed arrangement on the child's relationship with significant others. How is the living arrangement or the custody arrangement going to affect the ability of the child to maintain relationships with grandparents, for example? The willingness of the parent to support the relationship with the other parent. This is very, very important. The court is going to look to see whether or not your actions make it likely that you will be willing to support the child's relationship with the other parent or not. And then the willingness and ability of the parents to cooperate in child rearing. And again, this becomes very important with respect to legal custody because you have these major life decisions. If the court thinks that you guys aren't going to be able to cooperate, the court is going to probably award sole legal custody to one of you because the court doesn't want you constantly fighting about it and coming back to the court for help. This is just a brief overview of some custody issues. If you have a family law question, please visit our website. We have some resources, links to resources that might be helpful to you. Give us a call, 612-231-9865, or email me, corwin@krusefamilylaw.com. Thanks a lot. I hope you found this interesting. Have a good day.